For some reason, the chat wasn't working a few minutes ago. So weird. Hi. How are you? I'm doing good. I've got cats like running all over the place here, so they're like, "Mom, we want your attention." I'm like, "I'm busy, babies." Yeah, they're sweet. And now they ran off to the other room. Oh. There, baby. He was hiding under the couch. Thank you. There's quite a lot of times he'll like interrupt in the middle whenever I'm reading, and he'll be like, "Hey, what's going on? Let me help." And here's my puppy dog. Yeah, he knocked a couple of cards out of my hand the other day, and it actually helped with the reading. It was really cool. I was like, the kitty says. Are you wanting a reading today, hon? No problem. So you have your choice of decks. I'm going to let you choose. We've got this orange one or the clear one. Yes, I use playing cards to read. They read easier for me for some reason. I've never understood why. Clear one. Cool. I had a feeling that was the one you were going to choose. Hi, Shrey. You want on the list, hon? I don't drop my pen. Yeah, no problem at all, Shrey. So, did you see that I had to add a maximum amount of questions that people can ask? Because the last couple of days I've been getting like 20, 30 questions per person. So I had to put down a max of 3. I spent an hour and a half on one lady. And I could tell she really wanted the reading, so I felt bad trying to say no, so yeah. Hi, Sunflower. No problem, Miss Ace. Do you have a specific question, Hummingbird? Or do you just want a general reading? No problem. Sunflower and Nisha, you have both been added to the list. Any blessings? Yeah, no problem. Ooh. I love this card. This actually means like a dream job or a really good job is in your future very, very soon. One that puts to use your talents and hidden abilities. I really like this card. This is an awesome card to draw. And I'm going to double check this one, but I think you have something coming for you in love too, which is awesome. Yeah, this is looking like you have an excellent, excellent job opportunity coming to you. Like this is like dream job kind of stuff going on here. Yeah, so this one is Your Cup Runneth Over. This is actually a really great card. You have to be careful though. Don't be seduced by unrealistic things that are happening in your life. No problem, son. So even though you have some awesome things happening, yeah, no problem, Shrey. Even though you have some awesome things happening to you in love and life and everything else that's going on, just be very careful. Make your decisions very, very carefully. Hello, Rhonda. Did I say that right? I have problems pronouncing names sometimes. Yeah, this one is showing a little bit of competitiveness in your life. So, so you've got some great stuff going on job-wise and in your love life, but be warned that there is a little bit of competitiveness going on there. So you are going to have a bit of competition for the job. Hi, Savage. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a couple of days. Hi, Sindit. No problem. Glad I could help. Hey, Savage, I don't know if you saw the description, but I had to put a limit on how many questions. Thank you. But yeah, I had to put a limit on how many questions because I spent like an hour and a half on one lady like the other day. Thank you, Hummingbird. I appreciate that. Send it. You've got a couple of people ahead of you. Miss Ace, it's your turn. Yeah, I felt so bad though. The lady was asking so many questions about her cheating husband, and I felt like she needed the answers, but at the same time, it took a really long time to get through her. So eventually, after about an hour and a half, I had to tell her I couldn't do it for any longer. I had to move on to the next person. I felt so bad. Any blessings coming towards you in love? I have no problem at all answering that one. I'm still on the clear deck, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. So it looks like you have an old friendship or relationship that's going to be rekindled. I know, Savage. And it looks like this is going to have a very strong foundation to this relationship. It's going to be an awesome relationship for you. It's going to be very, very strong. I really love the look of that card. So things aren't going to turn out exactly the way you planned. It may not be the person that you're expecting it to be, but it is going to be someone that you definitely are going to have a lasting relationship with. And you've been having some difficult times lately, haven't you? I can see with this card and with the way this is reading. Queen, I'll go ahead and put you on the list. But yeah, I can see here that even though you've been having some rough times, things are about to get really, really good for you soon. Yeah, like I said, you've got a relationship soon that it's either I'm going to assume that it's a romantic relationship. Someone that you used to know that you were very close with is going to come back into your life soon. And that relationship is going to have such a strong foundation. It's going to be awesome for you. Yes, it is. I love reading that for you. That's great. I'm so happy that I saw that for you. You are so welcome. Do you have any other questions? Like I said, I can take up to 5 right now, so. Oh, and Savage, you missed it yesterday. There was this one guy who had a really bad day. I mean, he was having such a bad day that he messed up my next read. I mean, it totally messed up my cards. Thank you, Miss Ace. I'm glad I could help. And like I said, just remember, stay strong. It'll be awesome. You'll get through this. I know it. Trey, did you want to go now or did you want to wait a little while? You're after Shrey, Sunflower. Unless Shrey wants to go a little bit later. I know he was saying he wanted to go a little bit later, so I wasn't sure if he wants to go now or if he wants to wait a bit. I preach self-love here. Self-love is so important. Self-love and self-care is such an important thing, and just remember to stay on top of that and you'll be awesome. Take care of yourself first, a relationship will follow. Have to love yourself before you can love someone else. I learned that the hard way. No, you're fine, Sunflower. I'll go ahead and put him later. Thank you, son. And Sunflower, yes, I'll go ahead and answer your question really quick. Yeah, like I said, Shrey was here, and I don't really know what happened to him. So... By the way, I'm sorry if it gets a little bit harder to hear me. My AC just kicked on. Hi, Send It. You've got a couple of people ahead of you still. So I'm going to assume this actually stands for the person you're talking about. But I'm actually seeing like strong foundations here, strong roots. So I like seeing that whenever someone's asking about another person. So there's also this one, which is signifying someone's dream coming true. Something that they've wished for a really long time is coming true. Told him you're not ready for commitment. Yeah. I've still got 2 other cards to read. Hold on one second. So he feels a little bit like things haven't really turned out the way he planned. He's feeling like there's a strong base to your relationship, like things can go well if you let it, but the thing is he feels like things just didn't turn out the way that he planned. This really isn't telling me what he planned so much as how he was feeling at the time, which is interesting that I got that. So basically what he's feeling is he's feeling very much like he's missing out on a lost opportunity here. This is something he's been wanting for a while, and he feels like he's just gotten unlucky about it. So I'm going to draw one more thing here for it because I want a little bit more information for you. Okay, so he is going to walk away. Unfortunately, he sees the situation as somewhat of a disappointment. Yeah. But yeah, this card is signifying that he's definitely going to walk away. He's not liking what's happening here. He's definitely feeling like he's unlucky in love, and I don't think he's going to take it out on you per se. He's just very... he feels like his his efforts aren't being recognized. He's also lying about something. I'm not quite sure what it is, but he's definitely lying about something. And yes, everybody, Daisy and Chima, I will go ahead and add you to the list. Chima, I keep wanting to call you Chimera for some reason. But yeah, it's definitely looking like he's definitely going to walk away from the situation. So yeah, I definitely got the fact that he's hiding something. He's lying about something. There is something he's lying about. Do you want me to dig a little deeper, see what he might be lying about? Okay, alrighty. Well, remember, if you don't ask today, I am going to be here tomorrow from roughly around 3 to 8. So, yes, I did, Sharon. As soon as you popped up, I was like, she's going to want to read. And that's no problem. Sunflower, do you want me to add you back to the bottom of the list so that way I can get you after everybody else if I still have time? Like I said, I'm taking people until 6, so I've got like a good hour and a half still where I'm adding people to the list. So next is Nisha. So yeah, Sunflower, wasn't sure if you wanted me to add you back to the list at the end of it, or if you wanted to go ahead and try it tomorrow. Cool. Okay. Card went yeet. It's 3 in the morning. I am so sorry. No problem at all, Sunflower. India. Yeah. So, see you tomorrow, Sharon. So Nisha, I wasn't sure if this was for you, but it kind of yeeted itself out at me. So, this card signifies an abundance of material possessions and financial security. So, somebody's finding themselves with a inheritance or transfer of goods or something like that really soon. I have no idea why, but the card just decided to yeet itself out at me. So I was like, I'm gonna read you. I'm like, it had nothing to do with the question, which was why I was a little bit like, I don't know why you want to be here. But yeah, it was like, I'm here to stay. And I'm going to have to say that yes, he did. And the only reason I see that is because with the rest of the stuff here, this is very lovey-dovey kind of stuff that I'm seeing. So, yeah, you got one where definitely there's lots of love involved here. This is very, yay. This one is signifying the beginning of a new relationship, another step in a relationship. This is very much a card for lovers, and it's very there. And this card is the start of new relationships, the start of something new. Relationships, keep having to explain this to people, doesn't even necessarily mean specifically romantic or sexual relationships. It can mean a friendship or a family member. But considering your question, I'm going to have to say this probably has to do with his feelings. He's definitely feeling positive about everything. And I'm seeing strong foundations. I'm seeing single-minded intensity. It's the first one. Yeah, the first card that dropped kind of confused me a little bit. I was a little bit like, why are you in here? But yeah, this definitely has to do with monetary. This is a good card if you're asking a money question. But considering you weren't, I was a little confused. But the rest of the deck's answering the questions, so. But yeah, I've learned whenever this is happening to go ahead and answer the card, even if a question wasn't asked about it. There's been a couple of times where people have wanted to ask more than one question, and the deck's been like, no, I'm going to answer anyway. Hey, Savage, did you notice the music? YouTube got on to me about the fact that I was using, like, normal people music. So they sent me a link to, like, this YouTube official music that I could download. So I spent, like, a good, 6 hours going through the list, looking at all of the music, because I can't do silence. I just can't. And you're making cornbread right now? Do you have any other questions, Nisha? Sounds like bread. Savage. I almost forgot to add you to the list. I actually remembered when you popped up, and I'm like, whoops. My dog's just chilling, listening to the music. It's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and do it this way. So, because I'm sick of getting the notifications every 10 minutes with YouTube telling me, oh, hey, you can't do this because Astronaut in the Ocean is copyrighted. Sun is next, but I haven't heard from Nisha. I was asking her if she had any other questions before I move on to the next person. And no, I don't get paid on here yet. I can mute the notifications. Yeah, I might have to and go back to the other music because much as I like this music, there's no actual words. Like, none of their actual officially uncopyrighted music has words to it, I've noticed. Music is life, no joke. It's what makes me get up in the morning. I can't play an instrument except for the drums, but drums are very basic. Drums, you don't even need to use sheet music. You just have to keep up with the tempo and everything. So I personally don't really consider it an instrument. But I've also been playing the drums since I was about 6 or 7, so it's a family thing. My uncle actually plays the drums for a local band. And he's the one who taught me. And then I did snare drum in the school marching band. And I did bass drum in the off-season band for school. Taken over for my uncle once or twice whenever he's gotten sick and was unable to play for the local band. But I don't really play very often. Not anymore. Most I do is tap my feet along. Okay, son, I'm going to go ahead and move on to you because Nisha's not answering. So, currently single. Good to know. Let me double check that one. So, do you happen to have a thing for somebody? I'm just asking because this card came up. This isn't necessarily romantic, but it can be depending on the question you ask, which you did ask about love, which is why I'm assuming it is romantic. But this has to do with a wish coming true or something that you've really been wanting for a long time. So normally this has to deal with crushes or interest in somebody else. So someone's definitely interested in you back. They aren't making a move. Okay. And you've been having a rough time lately, haven't you? I can see that with the cards. You've been having some difficulties in life recently. Just remember, it's definitely looking like you need to build your own foundation first. So it definitely looks like you have some positive things going on in your life right now. And yeah, it's definitely looking like you need to focus. Yeah, I've gotten 2 3s, which have to do with foundation building and there being a good solid foundation. Most of the time, this has to do with rather than building them, it has to do with there already being a strong one there. But I'm definitely sensing with this that you need more focus on building the foundation and going from there. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that in your personal life financially, you're doing awesome, or you're about to be doing awesome. I'm not sure if it's something that's going on currently. I did get something about you getting a new job soon if you don't already have one. But the thing is financially that can also affect your love life. If you aren't good financially, that can affect everything in life. So you do have some challenges in your way, and this was right next to the foundation card, which is why I think I was getting those feelings of you need to build your foundation before you can have a relationship. I definitely focus on you. Yeah, you've got some choices to make. You've got some decisions to make. This is unrealized or untapped potential. You have some things you need to do with yourself before you can move on and before you can actually realize a relationship. You do have that someone that you've been interested in. You definitely have that person who's interested in you as well. But I think they can also see that you need to work on yourself just a little bit. And that's not always a bad thing. I mean, needing to work on yourself can be a good thing because of the fact that self-care and self-love, I preach it, I preach it, I preach it here. It is something so important. And yeah, I kept having a feeling that that card was going to draw. You need to focus on self-care and self-love, and also remember, don't let your initial enthusiasm of things drop after the initial, like, a lot of people who have, yeah, it is hard to focus with distractions. It really is. But you need to focus. You need to remember to focus and don't lose your enthusiasm. Because you have a lot of enthusiasm whenever a project first gets started, whenever you first want to do something, but then over time it like slowly does this, and then it just. So yes, you need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on bettering yourself. I got a card in here that I love seeing. Yes, excited that I forget it. So this one actually has to pertain with a skill or a dream job, a job utilizing skills and talents that you didn't even know you had. I mean, this card is awesome. I love seeing this one for people. So the fact that you had that in relation to your other cards is saying that you definitely have a job or position where your skills and talents are being utilized, or you're about to have one where they're going to be utilized. But the thing is you definitely, the cards were definitely saying you need to focus on yourself first. Could it be Riki? I'm going to have to say a yes on that one. And that's just because the first card I got was an ace, which aces always stand, except for one ace, which is the ace of clubs. It always stands for the beginning of something new, for a new start. So anytime I get an ace, it's like an automatic yes. So the interesting part is that's right next to this one, which this has to do with someone having like a mental block, or like something's holding them back from doing something. So I don't like giving bad news, even the slightest bit of it. But apparently what's holding them back is a monetary situation. I don't know why money would be holding this person back, but the person you were asking about, yes, they're interested, but they, for some reason, I think it's your monetary situation. That's really what I'm feeling here, is keeping them held at bay for some reason. I'm sorry. I don't like when people say wow. It makes me a little nervous. I'm sorry. So you are going to experience a period of stability soon with your work and with what's going on. So you really don't have to worry about that. I mean, personally, I'm kind of feeling that this person, despite the fact that, okay, you like them, they're a little bit snobby. Just a little. Just a little. Yeah. Definitely get a feeling of them being kind of... Anyway, I was wondering why it was actually a male card that drew. So, yeah. But, yeah, I got a King of Diamonds, which is definitely saying that he's definitely monetary, likes money, very... Yeah, I'm definitely getting, like, the snob feel. Like, definitely values money more than people. But yeah, I am so sorry to have told you that. I wish I would have been able to give you a different answer. But yeah, as far as what I'm reading, you're doing great as far as like money goes, or you're about to be doing great. I mean, you're reaching a period of stability financially. You're doing good. But the thing is this person, for whatever reason, they still think that you don't have enough money, and that is holding them back. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm definitely getting some snobby vibes from it. Yeah. I'm sorry. You don't like snobby. Does anybody like snobby? Alondra is next. But yeah, I'm so sorry, son. I wasn't able to tell you something better as far as your love life going forward. Like I said, work on yourself first. Love yourself first. A relationship will come. And hopefully with someone a bit less snobby. Queen, you have 4 people ahead of you. Alondra, are you here? And please remember, if you want to be bumped up in the line, you can donate. All I require is a $5 minimum. I'm not money hungry or anything, I promise. And to be honest, if I do ever get any money from this, it's going straight to buying more tarot decks. So. Okay, I'm not getting Alondra, so Sedant, are you here still? I know you were saying you were in India, so it's probably a little later in the day for you. So Hello, Seedont. So, I'm in India, but I'm from Nepal. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm seeing the start of something new romantically with you two. So, this is actually a really good thing. It means that you two are definitely clicking. Yeah, I'm seeing a strong, base of your relationship, though, and I'm definitely seeing that something's going on with your lives that it is definitely going the way that you're wanting. Hold on 1 second. There's one card I need to look up. Okay, so this is actually good, especially with what you said about her going through a lot. This is the end of a long and wearying time. So whatever she's going through, she's at the very end of it. She's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's definitely you're good at this point. Still got a little bit to struggle through, but I'm seeing new opportunities. Just everything looks like it's going to be going all right for you two. This is I'm gonna draw 3 more for you really quick. So overcoming hardbacks or setbacks, or hardships or setbacks. I don't know why I said hardbacks. What the heck? I'm not talking about books. But setbacks that are happening, she's definitely getting through them. Like I said, she's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Things are doing better. So there is a little bit of a lack of work-life balance. Like that balance isn't going particularly well at the current moment. She definitely needs to practice some self-care. She needs to eat, sleep, just breathe. She's definitely having some issues with work. She's really close to burnout right now. But she is so close to, like I said, the light at the end of the tunnel. She's like right there. She can see it. She's almost there. She's just got to push through. I would stay supportive for her. She's gonna be fine. She's just a little stressed right now. I can definitely see like the stress and everything that she's going through, and it's definitely she's gonna make it through. Everything will be fine. It's just she's having a little bit of issues right now. She's having a little bit of problems trying to make it through. So she is close to burnout, so you do need to be careful about that. I had cards fall. I love it when cards fall. Okay, so she definitely has a new project coming up, something that's going to be new. So whenever she takes this on, just remind her that she needs to take time between projects. Please do that for me. Because taking on another project while you're still at the end of another one can definitely cause burnout. You are about to get a message from her soon. I'd say within the next couple of hours, probably after she's had some rest. So she is having a little bit of like disappointment. She's feeling a little. The stress is getting to her. It really is. I'd reassure her and let her know that just be there for her, please. Self-care and self-love is very important for everyone, and yeah, I'm definitely reading with her that she definitely needs it. Hello, Sandy. I am switching decks. Savage, are you still here? And if everyone can give me just a minute, I need to refill my drink. If you can give me a little bit, Sandy, I'll be able to answer your question. I went ahead and put you on the list. No problem, send it. Glad I could help. I don't know if anyone's tried this before. It is amazing. I get it in the tubs. My work also sells them, so. Like, my boss actually asked me, he was like, why do you want to work here so badly? You've been bugging us for months now. And this was before I got the job. And I'm like, do you want the honest answer? And he's like, yes. I'm like, because you sell G Fuel in the can. I'm like, nobody else in this town, not grocery store, nobody carries it in a can. Like, normally I'd have to order it. So the fact that they actually get it in weekly, yes. Everybody want to see my cat? She's a little ticked at me right now. Boop. She's like, I see the camera. Why is it looking at me? Her name's Houdini because she can get out of anything. I don't know where her brother is. But yeah, usually whenever I'm reading, she just chills right here the entire time. So the entire time that I'm reading people, she'll just chill on my lap. Every once in a while, she'll like bat at my hand and make a card fall. The cat thinks that she's a psychic, but sometimes her readings are more accurate than mine. Yes, I am. I can add you to the list, Freddie. I was just taking a break to grab something to drink really quick. Savage, are you here? No, kitty. Kitty just reached all the way across the thing and tried grabbing the list. The last list she got a hold of, this is what happened to it. So I tend not to let her near the list. All right, I'm not getting a response from Savage. Queen, are you still here? Hi, Queen. What's your question? You are a Taurus. Okay. Okay, so I do see a new relationship in your future. Well then. Something you've really been wanting. Sorry about that. Something you've been wanting for a really long time is about to come true. And you're about to get a message from that person. Someone that you're actually interested in. I'm not actually getting any information about them, interestingly enough. Also, I came up with this one. I love seeing this one even if people aren't asking me specific questions about financial matters. This is the only financial card that showed up for you, which means a new job or a dream job. So, but yeah, I didn't get anything that actually indicates the person themselves, which probably means that you already know them, you already are aware of who I'm talking about. But yeah, it's someone that you definitely have a crush on, and they are going to be messaging you soon, contacting you in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, the cards did want to say that you do have a dream job coming up. That's awesome. Yeah, you're gonna do great at that. This is a card that signifies that you're going to have a great start on your business. It's gonna be great. Like I said, I'm not quite sure why that one just decided to pop in with the rest of these whenever it is the only financial card that showed up. Like, none of the rest of these have to do with financials, so. So this one does mean a new career path. So yeah, as you were talking about, new project, it's something that you haven't done before, is it? It's something that's entirely new for you. This is actually going to be very interesting for you, and it's going to be so good for you. It's going to be awesome. Also, it also signifies that this person that you're interested in, they definitely feel the same way for you. There's passion there, there's intensity, there's interest. Um, so you've got a card that indicates stability. So you're definitely going good with life so far. You're on the right path. Okay, please remember, however, you need to be diplomatic at all times, especially when dealing with other people. Um, if there's any competitiveness or backstabbing going on around you, just do not partake in it. Just leave it alone. Walk the other way. So this indicates the end of a long and wearying time. You've had some troubles recently in the near past, but it's all coming to an end now. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's going to be doing awesome for you soon. So this one is a bit of a concern. You've got a little bit of a mental block as far as the rest of this is concerned. You're a little bit weary about starting a business, even though you're weary about starting a new relationship. Uh, the idea of trying to take steps in a new direction is kind of scary for you. I can definitely see this with what's going on with these cards. You've got a lot of good stuff coming at you very, very quickly, and it's slightly frightening. I can see this. So, things aren't going to turn out quite the way you planned. They're going to still turn out awesome. Like, you have so much good coming at you. But like I said, it's coming at you very, very quickly. And because of that, it's not going to be quite the way you expected. It's still going to be great. It's going to be great. Trust me. I can see this with every single card on here. You are going to do excellent romantically, financially. Like, you've got everything going for you right now. But just remember, it's just. Also, I would be careful with anyone that you are trying to go into business with. Be wary, be watchful, keep an eye out on them, because this card signifies that you need to be careful with who you trust. Um, which I haven't gotten that feel from a card before, which is interesting. Normally, that card just means that things aren't going to turn out the way you expected. But this one's definitely feeling for me like you need to be on guard. You need to watch out. Um, Definitely keep an eye out. Did you have any other questions? And like I said, I know things are going to get really scary because of how quickly it's all coming at you. But just remember, it's all good. It's all good. Except for this. Like I said, stay on guard, but yeah, like I said, stay on guard, be weary, but at the same time, keep your mind open to possibilities, because it's all going to go uphill from here. It's going to go so awesome for you. Daisy, you're next. Uh, Chima, you are after Daisy, actually. I don't know if Daisy's going to be showing up. She's subscribed to the channel, but she hasn't responded in chat yet. I'm gonna shuffle for a minute. Daisy. My dog hears someone in the hallway. He's like, Mom, there's someone there. I'm like, no, you've got two people ahead of you, Freddie. Okay. Chima. I'm gonna say Chima. Chima, your turn. A Taurus. First of all, give me just a second. I know, so many questions. Like I said, I'm good with up to 5 questions, so you are perfectly fine. Let me look up something really quick. I wish I had this memorized, but I don't. But I'm going to look up something. You don't know anything about this connection. Okay. Okay. Stay. Okay, probably because we already know both of your signs. Nothing showed up specifically about either one of you in regards to specifically mentioning you. But like I said, normally my cards won't if we already know this with both people, so it's understandable. It's only whenever we're trying to figure out someone's signs that it's like, oh, hey, by the way, this is a Capricorn. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, I find it interesting considering everything you asked that I only got one heart card. Specifically considering you were asking about a relationship, but the only really relationship-y card that I got was this one, which means your cup runneth over. You have lots of options. You've got lots of options, you've got lots of choices. One card that showed up, which I wanted to point out before anything else, even though it was at the very end, something that you need to remember: love yourself first before you can love somebody else. Very important. Self-love, self-care, very important. Please, please focus on it. As for his intentions towards you, it's definitely looking like you have some challenges as far as your relationship goes. This is the very first card I drew. So you definitely have some challenges going forward in your relationship. These challenges can be many and multiple things, but button, where's the button? So someone is spreading gossip about you. Someone's spreading lies and rumors. That's just not good. So be on the lookout for that. Someone does not like you. And the bad part is it's definitely looking like your crush is listening to them. So I'd try and clear the air if I were you. So to speak. Question: are you in school or hello? Because this indicates a new job, profession, or going into university, something like that. It's definitely a good card. I love seeing this card for people because it actually means that something good is going on in your life. Something very good. Even if the rest of the cards are junk, that one's a great card. Yeah, you have great news about. Yeah, okay. You have really good news about a job coming up soon. I know that isn't something you were asking about, but the cards brought it up in the middle. This is something that's going to happen very, very soon. Yeah. Only thing I know is someone somewhere is spreading rumors about you, and it's not good. I don't know where he would have heard them or where. All I know is there's rumors about you somewhere and he's listening to them. And like I said, just take care of yourself. Remember that first. Taking care of yourself is very important. You are 6 or a 9. You're a 9. Do you have depression? I hate saying that so cavalierly, but this card just popped right on out. And it was paired with this one. which signifies you're actually getting out of it. You're definitely moving away from it and moving upward. You're definitely getting out of that situation in life. But, haha. So, because of that, well, from what I'm reading here, because of what's happened in your past, it's causing a kind of mental block that's keeping you from moving on. So you really need to work on that. Self-care, take care of yourself, try and move past that before you move on with any relationship. Because I'm not reading anything about this guy, I'm reading stuff about you. We were twin flames, so I guess so. Yeah. Those relationships can be harsh. I mean harsh. And you have a card here. You've got the Fool, which means unrealized or untapped potential. So you've got a lot inside you. You've got choices. You've got options. And you've got so much love to give. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I can definitely see that you have new things coming at you, new positive things, but you've still got this mental block. And yeah, this signifies someone underhanded or deceitful trying to do or say things about you. So for a year and a half. That's harsh. I am so sorry to hear that. And I'm sorry that my card went off on a tangent and didn't answer your question. But yeah, like I said, I'm so sorry that my cards kind of went off on a tangent and we're like, you need to love yourself before you can love anyone else. Well, you may want to start new things, but I would definitely suggest working on yourself a little bit more before you try moving on, because the cards are definitely suggesting that you still have some issues with your past that, if you're not careful, are going to reach up and kind of bite you in the butt. So I definitely be careful about that, because you've got a liar, you've got deceitful things going on, you've got someone gossiping about you. So yeah, I definitely be careful. Take some time for self-love. Try and clear up those rumors. Because as much as I wanted to answer your other questions, until you get those rumors cleared out of your life, there's no moving on. There's no moving on with a new relationship or doing anything new. So definitely I would work on that before I'd worry about a new relationship. And you're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Like I said, I'm sorry my cards went off on a whole different tangent. I imagine. I actually myself got out of an abusive relationship about 6 to 8 months ago. So, like, learning how to get past that and move on, it's definitely been an experience. It's been spiritual. It does teach you a lot of things. One thing that you need to remember is the things you've gone through are life lessons. They work towards your karma, and they're not baggage, they're just part of the experience. You're welcome. Sani, you're up next. Hi, Sani. Did you have a question or did you just want a general reading? Say it. Yes, you can. And Sayat, you only have 2 people ahead of you, which is Sani, who I'm reading now, and then Freddie. So I'm going to be getting to you really quick. Question. This thing that you're wanting to do, does it have something to do with a new relationship? No, it doesn't. I was wondering because, well, relationship doesn't necessarily, as I keep pointing out to people, it doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't necessarily have to mean romantic. It can also mean family or friends. So, but I was just asking because I've got a couple of cards as far as the whole heart section, which kind of interested me that they showed up. The very first card, though, is one that interested me. This card signifies walking away or moving away from something. So, whatever you're trying to do or deciding to do, the cards are definitely suggesting hold off and wait. Let me check these other 2. So, this one suggests that your cup runneth over. You've got a lot of things happening right now, but friends are involved. Okay. Well, you need to make your decisions very carefully right now. The cards are definitely saying that you need to hold off, you need to wait, make your decision very carefully. Don't rush into things. Please don't. So this one's signifying a kind of mental block. Try to see what you're trying to do from a different perspective. So you're taking it at one perspective, and it almost seems like you're trying to bull rush it, which you need to take a step back. You need to see the forest instead of just the trees. So whatever's going on, you're definitely feeling a sense of boredom, discontent. Like, you're definitely not feeling on the up and up as far as this goes. So I'm going to quote this. It says, indicates danger because of indifference, that you could ignore an opportunity or lose something you'll regret later. So this is something that the decision that you're making, make it carefully. Take a step back, look at it from a different direction, but you definitely don't want to hold off too long on making the decision, because of the fact that it definitely seems like it's something that's going to change your life. And probably change your life for the better, but don't risk getting trapped in the past. This is something that can happen to anyone. The problem is generally this is actually a really positive card, but with the rest of what I'm reading here, you need to remember to, whenever you're taking a step back and looking at everything around you, you need to make sure that you're taking your past into you're looking at your past and learning from it. You're not letting it guide you. You're not letting it rule your decisions. Your past is just that. It's the past. So it seems like whatever is going on, you're really close to burnout. And the decision that you make is very, very important for you. It's definitely something that you need to make the decision, and soon. But like I said, I'd step back. And last card. So whenever you make this decision, whatever decision you make, it will be the right one. I promise you. You just, like I said, take a step back, look at it, try and see the whole forest. Don't be too single-minded. Just be very careful with your decision, because it's definitely going to change some things. And it looks like it will change it for the better, which is great. So this card actually stands for acknowledgement of your abilities and things that you enjoy. So when in conjunction with everything else, it's probably the most positive card on here, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, you're definitely going to want to take a step back, look at everything. I know I keep repeating this, but as I keep finding another card and its meaning and just taking it in, it's slightly changing the variation of what's going on with the actual whole read. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I'd wait not just until tomorrow, but probably a couple of days just so you can kind of get a better perspective. Yeah, no problem. Ask away. It's a good question. So these aren't bad cards. Like I was hoping to draw like an 8 for you, an ace of diamonds, but because that would have been a yay, but instead I'm drawing some more neutrals. So okay, this is interesting. Okay. So I don't like giving bad news. I hate giving bad news. It makes me feel bad. Like I get this bad gut feeling whenever I do it. But unfortunately, it really looks like you're not going to. And the only reason I say this is because if you do, you're going to reach burnout very, very quickly. Um, please remember to take care of yourself. This is stating something about depression and anxiety and just that being in correlation with the job and the fact that you're going to have things from your past just no, Freddie, you're next, that are just coming up and bringing back things. And I'm really sorry for the bad news. I don't like giving it at all. But I also can't not read the cards as they come to me because that's just untruthful. But yeah, all in all, this lineup, I have to say, is saying that you definitely have some depression issues that are going to affect you and lead to burnout as far as the position. So it's not probably the best thing for you right now. You're welcome. Like I said, I'm sorry I couldn't give you better news as far as the job, but self-care is very important. Please remember self-care. Self-love. Love yourself first. You are very welcome, Sammy. Freddie, you're up next. Hello, Belsamia. Do you want to be added to the list? You're like right there. Like normally this is around the time whenever I stop adding people, so Belsamella. But yeah, Freddie, your turn. Hello, Freddie. Do you have a question for me, or do you just want a general reading? Want to know what the universe wants you to know. Okay, fair enough. Well, right away, I can tell you, you have got some very important decisions to make in your near future. Very, very important. This is It's all right, Freddie. This is untapped or unrealized potential. So this card is very, very important. So these two, you definitely have. So you've got some masked competition, some competition in work specifically, and love, unfortunately. So this is your cup runneth over. So once again, you've got a lot of decisions to make. Make your decisions carefully. You've got some competition as far as it goes, both in your love life and in your work. Your work, however, you are going to be doing or are doing awesome. You're definitely going to have all of your efforts recognized. You're going to do great as far as that goes. So this is an awesome one to get. I don't get this one very often pulled for people, so I love it whenever this happens. Usually this card comes up during relationship questions. So it indicates success, contentment, and long-term satisfaction in your life. So I love seeing that. You also ended up with this one, which means that you actually have a dream or a long-term wish that you have had that will come to fruition soon, which is awesome. I love seeing this kind of stuff. Like, I don't like giving bad news. I am the queen of, I didn't want to read that. But I love whenever I have like this kind of stuff. So this card is a little so you need to overcome your fears. You have fears and doubts and just you have some things that are holding you back. And you just need to move past them. And whenever you do, you are going to have so much potential in your grasp. So much potential. So you do have a lot of things that you're afraid of losing. Don't be afraid of losing them. It very much looks like everything that is going on for you is going to be good. You have some decisions in the future that are very important towards just what's going to happen. that you need to make. But those decisions are going to lead to great happiness, and it'll be awesome. I love reading this. Like I said, please, though, please, overcome your fears, overcome your anxieties, and everything in the world will be open for you. It'll be great. Syed, are you here? Syed. Hi. You're freaking out. Okay, Freddie. You are very welcome. How are your exam results? Hi, Syed. They're good, actually. Like, let me double check this one card, but from what I am seeing, you don't have anything to worry about. Yeah, end of a long and wearying time. So, you have pushed through that final hurdle, and yeah, you're good. Period of gain from successful work. So yeah, you're on top of things, honey. And you're going to be getting good news soon. Good news. So, okay, so something I need to warn you about, because the cards did tell me to warn you, you are going to feel a little bit of anticlimax as far as it goes, kind of like, ugh. But the thing is you did good, you did great, it's fine. Everything in the cards are reading like you did well. But the thing is like I said, there is going to be a little bit of a at the end. Remember, nothing's set in stone though. You just need to be prepared for like that come down off. So like don't get like, I don't know how to explain this, but a lot of times whenever people are taking exams and everything, they go on that really big high whenever they're preparing, and then they're at that very top where right after they've taken it, they're excited and they're anxious, and then they get the results, and despite it being well, it's not quite what you wanted it to be. That's what you're going to be at, unfortunately. So you did well, you did excellently, but the thing is it's not going to be quite what you were expecting, and that's going to be kind of disappointing for you. So I'd be prepared for that come down, that I'd kind of brace myself for impact, so to speak. And you've got a solid foundation as far as your knowledge and what you know. You're good there. You're awesome. You don't have to worry about that. You know it. You got it down. trust in yourself. Come on. You know you've got this. This indicates an unhappy emotional state. You know that you've got this. You've got the foundation down. You know what you're doing. Trust in yourself. Okay? And if I'm reading this right, you've got a friend behind you who is saying the exact same thing that I am. You know what you're doing. You've got this. Hi, Shrey. I will actually get you here in a second, okay? Yeah, that's true. So trust your friend. Trust them. They know what they're talking about, okay? And correct me if I'm wrong, but you're trying to get into a university, aren't you? Either way, the university you want to get into, you're going to, it's going to happen. You just, like I said, you're going to have a little bit of a come down afterwards that, yep. Like I said, you're going to get the one you're wanting. It's right here. Yeah, right here. This is a card for new opportunities as far as work and school life, universities. So yeah, you're going to get it. It's just brace yourself for impact. Because there's a state that people can reach after they've had exams where they go into an almost state of depression. So, and it looks like you might actually reach that state if you don't prepare. So try and talk to your friend. Tell them that, explain to them how anxious you are, and try and get that support, okay? Because it actually specifically mentioned them in the cards. So yeah, try and get that support that you need for whenever you come down. That way it doesn't like crash in on you all at once. Awesome. And Shrey, are you just wanting a general reading today? No, you have a specific question. Or questions. No problem. Yeah. So my top one is for Shrey, because I forgot to ask if you were done see it, so I redrew for you on the bottom. So I've actually got results for both of you. Let me check this one really quick. So, Sia, you're reaching a point of stability emotionally and mentally, and just remember what I said before. Don't take your friend for granted. Go ahead and get that support you need. Shrey, I drew 2 women for you. I'm not even joking. So I'll have to look up what their signs are, but it looks like very close to each other. You have 2 relationships. One of them is going to be longer lasting than the other, which I think that's going to be the second one. But yeah, 2. Just remember, whenever it comes time to walk away from one of the relationships, don't be afraid to. Always, always know when to ever to walk away from a relationship, okay? But at the same time, know when to commit, because it's interesting that those 2 cards were right next to each other. But do me a favor, don't quit when you need to commit, and don't commit when you need to quit. I don't know if that makes sense, but so you are going to have a period of anxiety and a little bit of depression because of an inability to choose between these 2. So it looks like you have a little bit of a rough time ahead of you, Shrey. And see, it as far as when I'm reading here, it looks like you kind of need to focus on yourself first. And as much as I hate saying it, it kind of looks like you need to focus on you. You don't really have anything in the near future romantically going on. It looks like so Trey, you've definitely got a lot of you've got a huge decision to make here as far as these 2 women go. And if you give me just a second, I can tell you both of their signs. Okay. You're actually already dating? Well, that's interesting because, yeah, from what I was reading for you, Sayat, it was saying that you need to focus on yourself. It wasn't really saying a lot as far as relationship goes. It was basically just saying that you need to focus on yourself, you need to focus on school. Um, basically, the cards had nothing to say as far as a relationship goes, except for the fact that the card, to quote it, said, "Your cup runneth over for relationships." So, and Shrey, the 2 women are a Scorpio and a Virgo. And it looks like the first relationship is going to be with a Virgo, and the second relationship is going to be with Scorpio. And that's just because of what order they came in whenever I was doing them. Virgo, Cancer. Yeah, I definitely have the Virgo. The Virgo definitely showed up. The Virgo was the first one. Yeah, the Aries one from the other day. I have no idea why that one showed up. Virgo, everyone predicted. And yes, I do. And by the way, the Aries showed up again. Just so you know. See it. Just so you know. Over here, yes, I'm doing like 2 separate draws. I've done this a couple of times. But I'm doing it with 2 different decks. That way my cards don't get confused. Well, from everything that I'm reading, it looks like you'll have a relationship with a Virgo at some point, but you're definitely going to meet an Aries in June. And see it, you're very focused, especially on like schoolwork and everything like that. I can see that you're definitely single-minded. So my question is did your... Yeah, I have no idea why, but I'm actually reading the Aries in June and the Virgo at some point. I think the Virgo is going to be your longer lasting relationship out of the 2. It wouldn't surprise me very much if whenever you meet the Aries, the Virgo comes after. What's up with water sign girl? You talking about the Scorpio? The thing is I don't know how this actually pertains to the rest of it, because I originally thought this actually meant a person. Well, the Queen of Hearts usually signifies a Scorpio. So the thing is I originally thought the Queen of Hearts was talking about an actual person, like in reference to a person, But considering that it's right next to the Virgo, I think it may be referencing to her. And the thing is whenever we're actually putting these two into context with each other with the rest of the cards, it's definitely seeming to say she's going to be your longer lasting out of your two relationships. And the reason I say you're going to have a decision to make on those two relationships is this card. Yeah, I'm not seeing a Cancer anywhere. I'm seeing an Aries and I'm seeing a Virgo. This Aries seems like she's going to be very short term, though. Very, very. And I also drew you again. One card. Let me double check that one. Aries I hate, even though I'm a Sagittarius. I don't much like Aries either, and I'm a Gemini. Just like no compatibility there. That's going to be a yes, by the way. Trey, your answer to the yes-no was a yes. Aw. Yeah, I know. I try not to be, but I can be kind of distant. I get along best with Cancers for some reason. Say it. Sorry, got a little distracted. Cancer's your twin flame. Yeah. I have just got to ask, Syed, are you having problems in your relationship? Yeah, because of lockdown. Yeah, Trey, I don't really believe in like just one soulmate, by the way. I believe that each person can have several. So, bad on social media, but bad in real life. But yeah, I kind of tend to believe more like people have those that they meet in every lifetime, and those people are what others consider soulmates. So they won't necessarily be just one specific person, but someone that you just click with. So, And the only reason I'm asking that, Sayed, is because I drew a Four of Hearts, which tends to mean discontent in a relationship, kind of. Um, so the Four of Hearts tends to suggest a lack of interest or a stagnation in the relationship, which, like I said, is the only reason I'm asking. Yeah, drew the Pisces card. And it's not giving me a solid yes or no answer. There it is. Gotta be a no. Like I said, the best relationship it looks like for you is going to be the Virgo. But do remember that the Aries is a lesson in life that you still need to learn. Yeah, it very well could be. But yeah, like I said, I'm just getting a general lack of interest, like lacklusterness. So it's kind of a little bit feeling of down and just, yeah, feeling of just general negativity almost. Your Virgo is in your school. Boop. She's not in the same class as you, though. Mm-hmm. 24 boys. Oh boy. How long do I see your relationship lasting? Not long. I'd work on it if I were you. So, this card indicates a feeling of disappointment or distrust. So, I would say it. I would definitely go and work on your relationship if at all possible, because it's going downhill from what I can see, and it definitely needs to be worked on. I can't talk today. Yes. Sure, that would be a yes. The yes or no questions are really simple. Actually, let's take some time right now. If anybody has a yes or no question, go and post it in chat and I will give you an answer. It'll make it really quick. That'll answer a lot of people's questions. Will I have a relationship with Cancer? Yes. Yes, no, goodbye. This year? No. That'd be a no. I'm sorry. Thank you. Cancer, is your wife in this life too? Ow. My earring. Syed, I am not surprised. I don't know why, but my cards, at least with this particular deck, have been reading weird since yesterday. I swear they got some bad vibes, bad juju from somebody. I swear I need to cleanse them. Because they've been reading like negative. So that's why I've been trying to use the clear cards a lot, is because these have just been reading so off. I think I'm going to have to cleanse them. But yeah, I'm thinking like some incense. Yeah, if anyone has any yes, no questions, just post it in the chat. I am so sorry. That sucks, Shrey. It's saying yes. Hello, Angelo. Do you have a yes or no question? If so, feel free to ask. I'm actually not taking anyone on the list right now, but I am taking yes or no questions. Yes, I will go ahead and do that right now. Because, yeah, Syed, I am really sorry. I have no idea why, but this particular set hates me right now. Can you rephrase that, Trey? Because the way that it's reading is weird, because I'm getting like a yes, but I don't know what the yes really means. And as far as you say it, I'm getting a lot different reading with the clear cards. Yeah, like I said, I am really sorry. Whenever I switched cards to try and do both of you, I had forgotten momentarily that this deck's been on Fritz. But yeah, I'm actually seeing with you, Syed, that you actually are doing really good right now. I was worried at first because of how the other deck was reading, but I got a Queen of Hearts, which is always a good one as far as reading loved ones go. Just need a minute, sorry. Why are there two of these in this deck? Okay, Syed, just so you know, this has actually pulled up both times that I have done this reading. What Steam is this? What do you mean? But Syed, this is pulled up both times because I was curious and wanted more info. Yep, what Trey said. But apparently you have some untapped or unrealized potential somewhere. You've got some decisions to make. I don't really know why, but yes. Yeah, the only person I'm answering with a full deck right now would be Syed because I was in the middle of doing hers. So you have a lot of good news going on with school right now, but unfortunately it looks like for some reason, and I don't like drawing this, but it looks like your love life's going to go on a bit of the wayside for a little while. It's almost like you're going to focus in on schoolwork and all of that, and like it's not saying that your relationship is bad or that you have a bad relationship. It's quite saying the opposite. It's more saying that you're kitty. Everybody say hi to the kitty cat. Angelo, right now I'm doing yes or no questions for tarot. Meow. She's being adorable as normal. That's not quite a yes or no, but see, yeah, the card came up with a no, so that's not exactly a yes or no. If you could rephrase that, Shrey. Is Virgo your next wife? Yes. What are you doing, kitty? She's like, I wish to help. Yes. Say it. Thank you, Shrey. Hop. Off she goes. She hides. She does not like random people. The closest she's gotten to random people has been like, hi, camera, how you doing? The card says yes again. I have 2 wives. Actually, that's the funny part, because I actually was asking, like, on my own time, like, which one was your wife, and it keeps pulling up a yes for both of them. Like, I have no idea what's going on here. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be confusing, I swear. Like, I've done this 3 times now where I've asked the cards if it's a yes or a no for both of them, and it keeps pulling up yes for both. So I have no idea. Well, I was saying earlier, you do have a decision to make. You did pull up the Joker card, which is unrealized potential or decisions, very, very hard decisions to make in your future. So Stop saying yes. Give me a different answer. Thank you. I better get myself insured. Do you guys want to meet my dog? You see her in the background? She cuddles with him all the time. It's ridiculous. He's like, I'm getting belly rubs. I can't complain. What you doing? Anyway, unless anybody has any more questions, I am going to go ahead and call it a night. Alrighty. Later, guys.